So what do we have here? We've got two of my gym headphones that I use. The MPOW Flame Pros and the Power Beats Pro Beats by Dre. For starters, we're just going to go over the cases. So, this is the case for the MPOW Flame Pros. This is the case for the Power Beats Pro. These two in a head-to-head, they compete in the same class of headphones, but they're not as similar as one might imagine. For starters, this has wireless charging. This one does not. This has a pretty long range. I've used this at the gym, the MPOW Flame Pros. I've used this at the gym for a couple times now. And I use them around the house, around the neighborhood. If I'm just sitting here in my bedroom and I want to go make some coffee or something, go out to the kitchen, make some coffee. Go to the basement, attic, whatever. No issues. This one tends to disconnect a little bit once I get on the other side of a wall. They came out around the same time too, so it's not like one's really older than the other. They're both the ear hook design, as you can see. These are the navy blue Beats. And these are just black, the MPOW Flames. They both charge inside the case. Got the little magnetic charging things. They're both pretty similar size. The MPOW Flame have no buttons. Well, they have buttons, but the volume control up and down. The Beats by Dre. This is a button, and then it's volume control up and down. This section right here is just a tap section, so you just tap it. So the battery life on these, I get around 7 hours on this and around 9 hours on these. So the battery life goes to the Beats by Dre. Music, depending on what you're listening to, these are pretty similar here. They're both bangers for bass, bro. But the bass on the, how do I say this? The bass on the MPOWs is more intense, but the bass on the Beats is cleaner. So it's a little bit more muddy on the MPOWs, but it's not like a bad muddy. It's actually pretty good. I prefer the MPOWs. The charging case, you're going to get, I think it's like 2 extra charges out of here, and right about the same here. So overall, the Beats has more battery, but MPOW does completely fine with it. It doesn't, either way, you're good. They're both pretty good. And now we're going to kind of get down to the things I don't like, or things I like, and yeah, here we go. So this is USB-C, so it fits with everything I carry. I'm an Android user, so my phone's USB-C. My headphones are USB-C. My watch is not USB-C, but that's because my watch has a cradle. Um, but I use USB-C a lot. Apple went with the Lightning here. And if you see the two ports, it's kind of funny because if you look at the two ports, people always think that they're the same, but they're not. The MPOWs are a little bit more comfortable. They're a little bit light. They feel lighter. Ear tips are a little bit better, and they're both got the ergonomic design. As you can see, they both have in-ear detection, so one knows when they're in your ear and not when they're out of your ear. There's no apps to control them, no equalizers or anything like that. So neither one of them have an app. The major difference: one of these is $90. The other one is $250. If you ask me, obviously y'all know it's Beats, so you know which one's gonna be the more expensive one. But if I didn't tell you the name brands, which ones would you have expected to be better and were more expensive? The better one. But this one right here beats the Beats in almost every category except for color and price, or except for color and battery. But the battery isn't that far off on the MPOWs, and the sound is much better. They both have quick charging, so 10 minutes in the case would get you about an hour and a half. The MPOWs have better range. Their bass is better, and they get louder too. So hands down, I think it's the MPOWs that win this one. But you let me know what you guys think later.